a Chicagoan that's lived here for us a couple of years. My name is Janet Kuypers. Rhymes with hyper, though I won't be hyper right now. I've been a publisher for years, and I wanted to take that divorce poem from Edwin, but he hasn't sent it to me yet because I just heard it on Monday. I ran a poetry open mic in Chicago for years, and I just started running one at a G-rated one at Recycled Reeds, 5335 Burnett Road. It's on the first Sunday of every month. It's called Poetic License. You can look it up on Facebook, and there'll be an event listing for it if anybody is interested. There was another open mic in Georgetown that was going to be moving, and it had a month off, and I said, we can't let it die, just let it continue running for every other week. Do it at my house. And people came to my house for this thing, and he showed up in his kilt. And he sat down in the leather chair up to the side, and he's like, I'm not wearing anything under this kilt, this feels really good. Which is why I don't sit in that chair that often anymore. Anyway, I don't know.
We haven't washed the seat since.
We haven't washed the seats since. I don't know if I have three, but I think I'm just going to do one poem that I wrote for him that is called Outsider. Living as a stranger in this foreign land, I've looked for other strangers now here, so I'd feel a connection to other outsiders. What I found was a bigger outsider than me, a man whose voice would shake your soul to your foundation, making you wonder what life you've missed when a man younger than you can have lived through 2 hardened lifetimes. This was a man from another big city, a man who carried all the hardness of that city on his shoulders when he came to this town to break free. And he said he did. He felt more relaxed, carrying big stock pots of vegetarian chili in his Jeep, or wearing a suit to go into his Rod Serling persona when the occasion arose. And that's when I realized that, yes, I could get along with him, but yes, he's more of an outsider than me. And I think that as much as he may have argued it, I think that was the way he wanted it to be. I thought I was an outsider, and I think I still am. But the stories he would perfectly tell about a life worth living through so far away from here, I think he knew that he couldn't survive in that world any longer. But in the back of his mind, he knew he could no longer belong anyplace else. It breaks my heart that he couldn't remain. But all I can think is that even if we both didn't belong, time with him where I could just enjoy listening, and maybe I wouldn't feel so alone. I was just doodling down memories from today, and I thought about the fact that he used a cane, and he talked about this cane and how much he loved this cane, and had this really cool ornate handle on it. And once, before he was about to go to an airport once, someone informed him that that neck of that thing actually screwed off of his cane, and there was a really long, thin, sharp blade inside. And he was glad that he found this out before he went to the airport with it, and he was also glad that he always had an additional cane around, or blade around with him wherever he went. I miss the guy, and I'm just gonna not break up about it. I've got, and somebody else said, it's heartbreaking when you're losing people that weren't supposed to go. When that comes early, it hits you, and we're gonna have some whiskey, I think, after this. But here's to you, Brian, and thank you all so very much.